Hello everybody, it's Julia here with another video for you, and today this is another in my series of Learn Tarot videos, and today we're going to look at the Temperance card. This is card number 14 in the deck, and we'll follow the same format as we have done before in these videos. So I'm going to tell you what the Temperance card means to me, then we're going to have a look at some of my tarot cards, and then I'm going to give you some questions, things that I think might be helpful if you wanted to use the energy of the Temperance card or that archetype as something to reflect upon within your own life. So I think with Temperance, let's get the Temperance card up here. So this is a very traditional Temperance card here, the Rider-Waite-Smith card. And for me, this card has, I guess, never resonated that strongly, the energy of it, or it's a card that perhaps I've not been as intrigued by or as curious about as some of the other cards. It's one, I guess, that's passed me by a little bit, really. I obviously know the basic meanings of this card, but it's not something that really resonates that strongly for me. And I think at first it's quite hard to see where, I mean, this card, the Temperance card, I should say, actually is associated with Sagittarius in astrology. And I think, I'm sorry if you can hear gurgly noises down here. I've got a hot water bottle on my lap because it's so cold here in the UK today. Do you know, over the last couple of days, or the last week or so, it's been around 20 degrees, really gorgeously warm for May. It's been beautiful, and today I think it's 12 degrees outside, and obviously all the heating is off, and it's really quite chilly. So I've got my most cheerful jumper on, and I've got a hot water bottle on my lap, and it's burning my legs at the moment, so you may hear me jiggling that about. But anyway, so yes, this card is is associated with Sagittarius, and I think for me it's always been quite hard to see where Sagittarius might fit into this card, because I see Sagittarius as being quite a fiery sign, an expansive sign for sure, whereas Temperance on the surface is a kind of watery card, isn't it? There's a lot of water in this card. It's about tempering the energy of this card, so it's a card of moderation and perhaps the merging of seemingly impossible opposites. In Sagittarius, the centaur is both beast and man. There's the bow and the arrow. One is moving, one is stationary, but working together, they can achieve a result. So I think that's where the energy of Sagittarius comes into this card, is these two things working in harmony together. The angel here is pouring cup to cup. It may be the cutting of wine with water. I think in a reading, this card can mean that the querent might see two opposite camps. There might be choices and beliefs around certain things and just no way to unite them. Or it feels like there's no way to unite them. Perhaps it's just a matter of adjusting the amounts that need blending. I think this card encourages you to take time, care, and patience over whatever is troubling you. So in its higher realms, this card is about balancing apparent paradoxes, oppositions, all the polarities within our own nature. It's about emotional equilibrium, harmony, compatibility, moderation, and patience. In its lower realms, this card could be associated with emotional pain, imbalance, extreme emotional states, inability to work with others, and a feeling of impatience. So if we start with this card and look at the symbology on this card, perhaps the angel here could represent us, our best self. The angel is staying balanced with one foot on land and one foot in the water. The wings on this angel are red, and perhaps that represents the fiery, passionate nature of Sagittarius. The angel's wearing a white robe, which represents purity, and the triangle, the orange triangle set within a square on the angel's chest there. I'm not really sure what that represents. I feel that the triangle might represent fire and the square earth. I also have the feeling it's something to do with the Golden Dawn movement, which I don't know a great deal about, so I'm not going to embarrass myself trying to explain that. There's also an alchemical sun on the forehead of this angel, which might represent the third eye chakra. And I think the cups here as well are often sort of silver and gold, which would represent the yin and the yang, and the feminine and the masculine. So there's an awful lot of symbology on this card, actually. And to be honest, it's a far deeper card than I would ever give it credit for initially. So what else have we got here? We've got the Anna Kay tarot. This tarot deck is often not religious in its symbology at all. It's quite a humanist type deck, I think. But in here we can see a very similar energy, really. This is, again, about everything being in balance. But I think overwhelmingly for me, the feeling from this card is one of peace and harmony. There's a very gentle energy around this card, a very peaceful energy. We also have here the Zombie Tarot deck, which I absolutely love. I think what's going on here in this card is perhaps the mixing of human and zombie blood together, which, while not, you know, a fantastic idea, I'm sure, but perhaps in this tarot deck here, just the right combination, just the right balance and blend of the two bloods together could yield a vaccine. I think that's perhaps what's going on here. It's about balance and blending and alchemy, isn't it? Transforming perhaps two separate things into one new thing. These seemingly opposite paradoxes, as I said. This is the Book of Shadows, Volume 2. So this is a very contemporary take on the Temperance card here. And again, I think this is, she's pouring wine into the glasses here, isn't she? But I think this is a card of alchemy, about the perfect balance of all the right ingredients to make this couple's evening magical. They've got the starlight, the candlelight, just the right food, delicious wine, good company. And it's just all the right ingredients together, isn't it, to create something magical. Too much alcohol could have disastrous results, couldn't it? And perhaps not enough wouldn't make the evening flow quite as nicely as they would hope it would. So again, very much a card of balance and blending and alchemy. With the Tarot of the Divine here, I think we're looking, this is a deck that looks at lots of stories and myths and legends and fables and fairy tales from all around the world. And I think what we've got here is essentially the Buddha, isn't it? I think I'm going to read from the book for this one, because I don't think I could do it justice, to be honest. Well, this hot water bottle is hot. I'm going to have very red thighs, I think, soon. But I can't stand being cold, so it's how it has to be. So yes, this is Buddhist. This is from India, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of Buddha there. Bodhisattva. Oh, I am, aren't I? Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva. My pronunciation of foreign language words is shocking. I am sorry. So it says here, temperance is about balance and meditation. It's being mutable. That's a good word, actually, isn't it, for temperance? I think mutable. Recognizing when to change with the times and when to change with the situation itself. The Buddha's identity are fluid, but their goodwill remains constant. And that's all of the different identities within this God here, isn't it? So upright, this is moderation, harmony, purpose, good influence and reconciliation. And reversed, this talks of conflict, hostility, frustration, impatience and reluctance. So I think that's a good card, isn't it, there, that would represent temperance. I do like that word mutable. I think that explains this sort of temperance energy very well, I think. And the last card that we're going to have a look at here is from my Darkwood Tarot, and I always like to read from the book for this because, well, it's just such a fantastic guidebook, to be honest. So let's have a look to see what Sasha Graham has to say about temperance. Where are we? So she says that temperance is the archetype of complexity. So that's interesting, isn't it? The archetype of complexity. Transcend duality to embrace entirety. Wow, that's quite profound, isn't it? So what she said. Once the lesson of death is understood, accepted and ingested, the spirit can engage temperance. You are now able to combine the oppositional ideas of life and death in a new form. A new path appears, options become available. The centre and focal point of temperance is the liquid she fuses. It's the card of balance and complexity, but also the magic we make when we focus on what is in front of us. We stand inside shifting polarities. Temperance is how we greet the changing dichotomy of life. She just said that so beautifully there, hasn't she? Shifting polarities. And combining the oppositional ideas of life and death in a new form, and then a new path will appear. So the meaning is balance within duality, leading to complex thought and action, the honing of skills, energetic mastery, going with the flow, unique and successful combinations, excellent management skills put to the test with good results, originality, and the unique expression of personal talent. And in its shadow attributes, this is a shadow artist, blocking yourself off from the natural ebb and flow of the universe. Creative confusion and great talent being unused. So actually, as I said, when we really start to look at this card and start to unpick all of the various meanings and subtleties of this card, it's a very interesting and quite profound energy, isn't it? So if we were going to meditate upon this energy, if we were going to use it for self-reflection, if we were going to look at that archetype within our own lives, we could ask questions such as, what needs bringing into balance within our own life? You know, where are you spending most of your time and energy? So what needs bringing into balance? What new ways of living are you trying or testing out at this time? What do you feel optimistic about? And what needs healing in my life? So that would be, what needs bringing into balance within your life? What new ways of living are you trying or testing out? What do you feel optimistic about? And what needs healing in your life? So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed that, everybody. I hope that you're enjoying my series of Learn Tarot. We're getting well underway now with the Major Arcana. I'll be back next with the Devil card. Once I've finished the Major Arcana, I'm going to do a video on the Court cards. It will probably be a bit longer video, and it will encompass all the Court cards. And then I will do some videos on the Minor Arcana, and I shall probably do aces, twos, threes, fours, and so on. And after that, I would like to look a little bit more deeply at ways of reading the cards, looking at reversals, looking at astrology, numerology, all sorts of things really. But I look forward to bringing you those videos in the future. So have a good day wherever you are. I hope it's warmer for you than it is here, and I shall see you again soon. Thank you.